At present, we have seen so many people who have had benefits withdrawn already or have had benefits taken down to minimum levels, especially in the specifics of disability living allowance, where when the transfer to the personal independence payment that comes along, those low levels will not be recognised at all and they will disappear completely. I myself have had 2 separate assessments, and the assessment process is another area of concern to a lot of us, where it's thrown up 2 completely different results.
Okay, so we're talking about 2 changes here. The change from disability living allowance to a different sort of allowance and an assessment that comes in, because currently the disability living allowance isn't, according to the government, rigorously checked. There will be a separate sort of assessment which will come in, which means that checks will be better. Now, you say you've had assessments like that, and what have the results been? One has
stated that I'm not disabled at all, and meant that I lost my disability living allowance, high rate mobility and middle rate personal care to 0 in one fell swoop. And the other, again by Atos, who are carrying out these assessments on behalf of the government, has said, you're far too disabled to work, we're going to put you in the employment support group.
Okay, so 2 separate assessments done by the same organisation, but 2 separate, presumably, assessors.
Yes. And it's exactly the same assessment. There are no different criteria of assessment for each of the benefits.
So you think that that in itself is fundamentally unfair? It's subjective and depends on who's doing the assessment.
Exactly, and it's subjective on a computer programme which Atos themselves have designed, and they have to just punch in answers closest to what the assessor feels is the right answer.
Now, clearly, you are in a wheelchair now. When you've been assessed, does the assessor say you are unable to do any work at all?
One has said I'm unable to do any work at all, and one has said I'm not disabled enough to get the benefit, and I have no issues with mobility because I have wheels. I can get around.
Well, what's your assessment? Can you work?
I can work in certain areas. I cannot work in what they expect people just to fall into, which are these low-paid part-time roles, i.e. cleaning, working in a shop, doing manual labour, that type of thing, where it would be detrimental to my health. There are some people in wheelchairs who can do some of those jobs, but I have a number of issues and I need specific reasonable adjustments for me. And this is the difference. I do. I do advise the government. I have been advising the government and organisations on reasonable adjustments and disability risk management. I used to run my own business, but when the government came in and pulled every single contract straight away, they threw a great number of people with disabilities onto the scrap heap.